So this man who was a good man, a good provider, you cheated on him.
He was a good provider, but he wasn't a good husband, if that makes sense.
No, it absolutely doesn't.
It does.
You sound like he was a better husband than you were a wife.
True.
At least he didn't step out of the marriage and have with anybody else. So you ladies seem to have such a problem with fidelity. And if we're honest, men in our community cheated at a 28% rate, but women cheated at a 24% rate. And there's rampant black female infidelity in and outside of marriages. It just doesn't get talked about. The bottom line is, you said he was a good man, a provider male, doing his part, and he divorced you because you cheated on him. Fine, I make no judgment either way, but you can't say that he wasn't a good husband and have any credibility with me or the audience, because it's like, well, what else are you going to say?
Well, it depends on, you know what, I'm not going to argue with that.
And the real issue I notice in the modern woman today is that they are never looking for solutions. They are only looking for sympathy.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
9, 10, 8, 9.5, 5, 6, 10. I'd give myself a 9 to 10. I say 8.
No. Everybody else is over.
Are you delusional? Who do you think wants to improve more, men or women?
I would say women. I think men are more willing to improve. I say men.
Emotionally, girls.
Women, we are the top rated right now. Men, I would say men. Men.
If you're saying women want to improve more, don't you have to admit that you're not perfect in order to improve? If all you are 8s, first of all, if all you over 7 and 8, most of you were 10s, but you're also saying that women need to improve more.
Why do I feel like it's so much pressure on women nowadays and not the men? It used to be the men, now it's the women. So much more expected out of women nowadays. Women are always just like, you know, trying to get it, trying to improve.
Do you really think that there's a societal pressure for women to improve? Who's holding women accountable?
In what ways do you think women have more pressure?
I feel like it all starts with beauty, looks, resources.
Physical features, that's the pressure. Men, it's pressure to provide, it's pressure to be a better person, to do everything else in life to make life worth living. It's your pressure to put on longer eyelashes. And put on more makeup.
Since I am spectacular at math and a complete genius because I am Asian, I've came up with the quadratic formula for a cream gobbler. Now, pay attention. If you guys take 0.1% accountability, now if you add that to 1% self-improvement, now if you add 98.9% narcissistic and pure manipulation, the equation comes out to the modern woman.
Why is a woman's love more likely something that needs to be earned through courtship than a man's love?
Because we're worth more than anything in the world. Because men could get off to anything, and I feel like girls need a little more persuasion to be with someone.
I think women are more like consensual and into love than men are sometimes.
I feel like a lot of the time we might be harder to please, and that the extra effort at the beginning through courtship is something that's greater appreciated through women than men.
I was just gonna say that men are kind of trash.
It's also a little old school, I feel like, to be a little more like the courting phase as opposed to the wheeling and dealing that happens these days.
Why is a man expected to proudly give away his assets in the hopes that a woman will reciprocate?
Because we give that bomb-ass pussy.
Why did society set things up that way?
Yeah, girl, I know. I told you, girl.
When will a woman finally realize that she needs to bring more to the table than just her smelly fish hole to get a man? Because here's the thing. A woman can go outside. Yes, she can get any attention from any guy, but it's her personality and attitude is what keeps a man's retention. Girls always talk about good pussy this and good pussy that. How about you just be a good person? Because no man wants a woman who talks about her cooter being passed around.
Lying to yourself. Like, oh, I can't have sex without being emotionally tied. Dude, I can f you and literally not think about you the next day. Stop giving yourself that much credit.
Brittany Renner has this unique ability to yell in a fucking mic and still not make any damn sense.
Why can't you do that? Why?
The same reason you guys can, because I'm not in tune with myself. That's why.
Most women don't behave that way. So when a woman does, let me finish. When a woman does, and she's a, even though a man can and he's a, it's different for you than it is for me.
You know what's funny? Growing up as a kid, women played hard to get. And now they play hard to want.
So would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men?
Fuck no, baby.
I'm a high value woman, right? You said it yourself.
How can you be high value if 50 men have slept with you?
What if I've just been single for a long time?
No, unacceptable.
Why is it unacceptable?
A body count is probably the #1 most easiest way to judge the value of a female. I actually think that no, I'm going to say this. I think 99% of the world's problems, and no one's going to understand this, but if you can extrapolate, if you can listen to this statement and extrapolate it out towards society at large, I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what? There's like a lot.
And women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots. And all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
And on the contrary, some woman will say this.
And ladies,
what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? We can start.
I mean,
That's loyalty right there.
Boom.
yeah, but if we're gonna do that for women, we should do it for men also. Yeah. Like the way he just said it would solve a lot of issues, it would.
Really?
If men had their body count on their forehead and so did women, people will become a lot more self-conscious of their body count.
So you
'cause
care
everybody can
about
see it.
a man's body count?
I don't.
If we were to put body counts on men's foreheads, it's not going to matter because most men will be walking around with a big fat 0 on their forehead. Because if I was to open up the average guy's laptop and go on his web browser, this is what I'll find.
Right, look at the organization here. Clockwise rim job, counterclockwise rim job.
Yeah, well, sometimes you like seeing the tongue go the other way.
You sick bastard. Look at this. Chicks with dicks. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have a disease, all right? I need help.
Now, all jokes aside, because let's be honest here, it's a whole lot harder for a man to be promiscuous than a woman. Now, may we have Bishop Andrew Tate come bless us with the knowledge and the inspiration.
Change that. Most females don't respect how difficult it is to become a high-value man. Because to become a high-value man, you need to have so many different qualities and so many different capabilities. It's a very difficult thing to do. You need to be funny and smart and charismatic and interesting with stories and strong and rich with a nice car and a nice apartment. Whereas to be a high-value female, you need to be hot. If you're nice, it's a bonus, but it's not even that necessary.
That's it.
If you're a pretty female, even if you're a piece of shit person, you're going to get messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a good-looking man who lives with his mother, you ain't getting any messages.
Not really.
I think so. I think that if you're a good-looking man, that's all you have going for you, I don't think you're going to succeed very well in life. Yeah. I know there's very, very pretty girls who have nothing else going for them that manage to do very, very well.
Yeah.
Do you play chess?
I'm okay at it.
But if you look at the chessboard, right, the queen gets to jump all over the board, and the king has to move one square at a time, and I think that's done very purposefully. If you go to Monaco and you see a yacht, and you see a man on that yacht, he had to work his entire life, and network his entire life, and get up early, and deal with stress, and tax problems, and police problems, and work his ass off to buy that boat. What did the girl have to do? The girl who's on that boat, the 19-year-old Ukrainian. She had to get a message on Instagram, boom. So the man moves one square at a time and the queen just jumps on board. This is the point. Female beauty is extremely valuable.
The thing is, there's a difference between a high-value man and a high-value woman. For me, a high-value woman is what kind of mother is she? What kind of like compassion has she got? You know, has she got integrity? Has she got morals? Is she loyal? Like all these other qualities. But I feel like men base it on like just an aesthetic level.
I agree with you. If I meet a female, I would like her to be all those things, especially loyal. It's the most important thing for a female to be.
Are you loyal?
Mr. Loyal, man of God, we already talked about church. But But the point is that to initially attract a mate, females, the most important thing for them is their looks, whereas a man, I think, is his status, and status is a far more varied spectrum than looks alone. Being good looking alone does not make you a high status male. To be a high status male, you need to have a bunch of things. Initially, if you're just pretty, you're going to get attention. Whereas a man, you need to have a bunch of things to just get attention. Do you understand? Do you agree with my point?
Not always.
Now, before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys enjoy the content, don't forget to hit the thank you button. It really helps out the channel and I really much appreciate it. Now, before I end this video, people are asking me, why is the West failing? Now here's my logical answer. The reason why nations decline is due to men being a bunch of beta male simp manginas and a woman's entitlement. So if we can just fix that, the world will head into a better direction. Now, fellas, I'm out of here.
Once for numerous days. And by next week, he'll have the...
You're fucking poor! You can get rotisserie chicken for $5. Boom! Chicken, bang, eat, bang, back to work.
That was nice.